gameplay plays. He had a fantastic game on the Kalista, especially after the laning phase did end. Take a look at both the AD carries here, but Sandbox, really intelligent play.
Nuguri subverting a matchup that I think a lot of other Nico players would be pretty pumped to go into. Because it's Nuguri Rise, suddenly things fall away. Another very squishy Corki comp, so no guarantee that Corki will be able to pop off as the game goes on, because in terms of front lines, Lissandra, Jarvan, and Galio, whatever the build path, is going to be better than anything down 1 game.
It's a big one. Whoever wins this will move on to playoff round number 1 against Kingston. Picking up double dark seal. Big fight the bottom side. Double taunt here. Cleanse has to be used by Beryl, as now Flash has to be used by Showmaker. Just to get away from backing on a ward here is going to try to turn this one around as Canyon. Going to make that conquer work for him and push on Fleek away. You'll notice that both Ghost and Joker immediately disengage.
The reason why he takes the Q?
Most CS in the game, though, going to Showmaker here at 100, trying to engage on the nuclear. Fate's Call comes in, gets the knockup, waiting for the ass to pop out, but can't quite time it in time as nuclear. Anyway, is going to have to flash away now.
Joker just desperate for one more second to remove.
Right at 10 minutes, especially with all the shenanigans down the bottom side. You can do it really fast as the Lee Sin. You have the Corki doing a good job pushing. You get to see the amount of damage that comes out as well. It's just not taking trace. The big one nearly takes him out on the backside.
44 HP. Lissandra out of lane, can teleport back in. I was going to pose the question of where does the Rift Herald go, but they know who it goes to. It goes to your boy Nuguri. Only as much gold as possible injected into his build, and actually, they're looking to take down a Nico on the back end. It's going to draw a TP. Nuguri hasn't noticed it yet.
Nuguri in a bit of trouble here. Is going to flash away, but we do have the Lissandra behind you. Can he get a range for the Devour? No, not quite. As that is going to go the way of Nico. First blood, flashing on in. Going to get that stun, as both these guys are so low. They're going to flash on in for that kill onto Dub as well. And now Joker in a little bit of trouble, but Canyon gets low and will deter that kill.
Beryl's W was 2 seconds from being available off.
Well, it's a minion in the mid lane to push for no reason. As now we're trying to get on top of Joker here. Will he get to the blasting plant? Just like, yes, he will. That Fate's Call available just in case. But yeah, I mean, if he gets there and he saves Nuguri
on in this Rise versus Nico match.
Summit's good too, just like not able to outplay Nuguri as in goes Canyon trying to set this up, but he sets himself up as he's not able to get in range of a Devour. Now has to save Showmaker here is trying to go on the disengage. Nice amount of damage though is going to be pushed back. As you can see, still Corki and Ash will do a nice amount of damage.
On Fleek, Infernal here. First Infernal went Sandbox, an answering one from Damwon.
On Fleek, not going to give his life. Says, okay, you can have this one, but you'd have to imagine that an Infernal on Corki, Ash, and Rise is pretty damn
bad about his walkies today, as Sandbox needs to rotate people through mid lane just to not lose the turret.
Why is he giving himself to the Corki here? I don't understand it. He's down 4 levels. Showmaker's like, wait, you didn't see my items and my kills and my call? What are you doing?
There will always be windows where you get little things. Little things don't mean turret plates. We're too late for that. Little things now mean a roam where they're spotted.
Okay, arrow's going to hit him, but on Fleek doesn't have flag and drag, has to flash away. Oh, but here comes Nuguri in the back line, the biggest monster you've ever seen from your nightmares, doing that damage, and wow, Sandbox not able to put out anything here as the Galio just disappears. Bringing the whole squad as well. As we're not done here, we're looking for Ghost. That's a double kill now to Nuguri on the teleport.
They got Nuguri to teleport, but only because there was a killing fields for him. Just an absolute slaughter in the back line there, just taking place.
And you look at his items, you were talking about all the penetration. He had the finish for that fight, and he was doing some damage.
Hey,
that is for sure.
He doesn't have that Void Staff yet, but you know it's coming, just to dunk the Wit's End even further. So much standing gold is gleefully claimed by Damwon Gaming, and you're just never looking at the minimap for the numbers.
Just unbelievable amounts of damage that comes out, and Well, the desperation sets in for Sandbox. They're down 5,000. They are going to try to get this top 10s down, who does a bit of damage.
Do they run it back? It's 20 minutes into the game. They get a pick. They don't feel strong enough to just run it back. Remember, they have Kalista. They didn't have to use much to get that one kill. And you know what the biggest problem is? You can't look at this and be saying, nerf Rise, what the hell, Righteous Glory, he's so tanky, he does so much damage. Nuguri just builds the damage straight up and, well, flanks himself.
Well, we do still have Elise in. He's going to be able to help dunk this poor girl down as Nico.
The Nether Realm, we're not sure where Ash Arrows go when they miss, but that one never to be described. Corky
is going to miss his Valkyrie, but Beryl is in vision, or rather in range, to be able to do that. And look at the crits coming in from Corky. Will he just get it? The flash on in too, as he's looking for more. He hasn't had enough to eat this little Corgi. Almost gets dove on the backside as he's going to get away, but that was really dangerous.
Big one would have killed him as well. This Corky is out of control. The roams never happened. Dumb1 Gaming, they're too far ahead, Valdez, and Sandbox can't make the creative flanks to make the pay.
Doesn't look like they have it in them as Nuguri Ghost. If I were you, I'd be running away, man. Not much you can do against this Rise, but they're going to try. And he's going to step up to him. What is going on with the damage? You've got to be careful. As it's Nuguri going 1v3 on the front line. He's got a big shield too. Has the Devour as well as Joker just coming on in. Trying to do the tanking, but it is going to be the Baron and a kill that go to Dumb1.
Sandbox. Well, Rise also doing plenty damage. That arrow goes wide.
Okay, isn't going to matter though. Nice stopwatch at the same time for both of the junglers as Canyon almost takes some damage there.
He's going to get out though, no one dies, but that feels like the least of their problems. Nuguri's level 16.
Valkyrie and with Baron, Dumb1 are not wasting any time.
Pushing through the mid lane as well. And no Ash Arrow to guarantee this, but they might get it anyway.
Okay, Aftershock here for Dove is going to last quite a while, but Canyon going on in is going to force that self-ult, but the big one is just pressuring everybody away. They absolutely cannot defend this inhibitor.
But if they only lose one inhibitor, that's probably more than they deserve with how far behind they are. They took a lot of dogged risks trying to protect, not just being split down.
Feels like that's going to happen in this game as well, as the push is just never ending. And he's level 17. He's 2 levels even above the Corky somehow. Just unbelievable scaling right now for the Rise. I don't think there's going to be a chance here. They're going to get on top of Nuclear, though. Devour does come in. And the rest of the team here having a bit of trouble. You see Showmaker's doing the damage, but where's the follow-up? Nice pick, though, from the side of Canyon to get Ghost out of the fight. And Showmaker still is almost at full health. Is just going to shred through that back line that tries to get in there. And by the way, Nuguri's still pushing.
Sandbox plays it perfectly, but they're too far behind, Valdez. The items are there. Summer's health bar is not.
It doesn't exist. The 404 comes through once again to replay as Dumb1 Gaming looks to push to end the game.
Second inhibitor. Next tower. Here we go.
Yeah, they're just going on in for it. Everybody's going to die, and Dumb1 Gaming will be moving on to face King Zone in the first round of the playoffs.
Dumb1 Gaming take it down. What was a really entertaining wildcard match. So many in the past with 2-0s. Well, one team came in prepped and the other team did not. Dumb1 Gaming had all the question marks so much. Who was going to be on the roster? Could they actually make the map plays work? And to a great extent, Sandbox made some good decisions in game number 1 and 2 that only Drake's counted against them. But in game number 3, you start to see the potential of going with the young gun Nuguri and the young gun Canyon be fully realized. Nuguri is this tantalizing player who's so damn good in the laning phase that if he's empowered to do so, and amusingly, it's from a teleport flank with the Sorcerer's Shoes Rise, he buys items for lane, he takes his bone and goes home, and somehow Corky doesn't get the bone metaphor. And with that bone, which was that Void Staff, the Rise rolls over the members and a very well-deserved bow from Dumb1 Gaming. They will face Kingzone Dragon X, who have some young players on their roster as well. And wouldn't it be awesome to have a full 5-game series between 2 of our young and up-and-coming teams in the LCK?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to get, and that's going to be in